Welcome back to Studio 10, everybody. I'm Jerome Ritchie. This is Holly Sin. It's Thursday. We usually chat it up with someone from Creative Loafing every Thursday. Sometimes we talk politics, sometimes we talk sports, sometimes we talk style. What are we talking today, Holly?
Today we're talking art, and we're talking young artists specifically. And David Warner, editor of Creative Loafing, is with us now to introduce us to two of the featured artists from this week's issue.
Right. This is our annual, well, actually, we haven't done this for a while. About 5 years ago, we did a sort of a survey of the top most promising young artists in Pinellas and Hillsborough, and we did pretty well with that. They've gone on to like big ballet careers and theater careers. And so we've done it again this year, and we've picked people who will again keep showing up on your radar from now on. Two of them are video artists, as it turned out, and that's Scott Draft and Adrian Errico. Or is it Errico?
Errico. We got very excited about this when David told us that there were video artists included, because we consider ourselves video artists, right? Not at all. But anyway, so we want to talk to you guys a little bit about what you do and sort of your inspirations. Scott, we noticed that some of the stills we got from your video, what do you call them? Films? What are they?
Well, they're like video collage almost.
And that's exactly what they kind of look like, collages. What's going on with Charlie Sheen here?
Well, I mean, Charlie Sheen just popped back onto the scene on everyone's radar. Everyone had kind of forgotten about him on 2.5 Men. And just, he gave himself so much extra publicity that I felt like he needed to be even more, brought up, because everybody was insulting him for the things that he was doing, but he was just garnering even more media attention. He was absolutely making himself more powerful, even if people hated him.
Yeah, I don't see Charlie Sheen in that last shot. Was he supposed to be in the last shot?
That's a completely separate video.
Okay, no Charlie Sheen.
No.
Are these animated, Scott? How do they look when they're in motion?
They're almost like moving paintings, because that shot right there is layered from a beach in Puerto Rico, and then also the power plants in the back. It's two separate images that are pulled together, and so it gives this look that it's maybe polluted a little bit more than it actually would be. And also there's an overlay over the top that changes and moves with your visual field.
So when people look at this, what type of reaction are you looking for? I mean, are you looking for people to say, what is this? Or, oh, I get it? Or you have a certain thing in mind and you like to see if people understand what it is?
I'd like people to give it a chance more than anything. Sometimes some people will watch it and they'll give up too soon because they think that it's too hard to understand, but there's really just a multitude of imagery that's just all layered on top of itself with no real connections. It's really just free form. And I want people more to rely on the imagery and maybe be tortured a little bit by it, with it being difficult, and you're not going to get it the first time, but maybe you want to watch it again because it's lively and it's playful.
Kind of like a David Lynch film.
Yeah.
You watch one of those, it's like, what is happening here?
You watch Eraserhead and you're like, what?
So, Adrian, how about you? What inspires you? Let's see some of your work here.
Well, my work is more personal. It's like completely different from Scott's, but I love Scott's work. My work sort of has to deal with the space between the conscious and the unconscious realms, and I deal with that with a lot of dream sort of imagery and surrealistic imagery.
Now, this doesn't really look surrealistic, or maybe it's so surrealistic that it's normal.
No, this is one of my more tame pieces, I would say, but towards the end it does get pretty intense. It's sort of like a series of the protagonist, me, is performing a series of dives over and over again and keeps getting judged until the point where she just sort of breaks, and then all sort of normal reality breaks too.
Now, it is interesting that you chose the number 6 for that one, because 6 is the only number that can become another number.
Well, the numbers change all the time in the videos.
Are the numbers even always numbers?
No, they're not. It gets more cryptic as the movie goes on.
Now, I was looking through your website, Adrian, and one thing that intrigued me, and I don't think that we have an image of it specifically, is there was an entire film dedicated to an egg. Is that right?
I mean, it's called Eggs, but it was more about notions of femininity and archetypes.
So you're trying to communicate, are you trying to just take people into that dream world, or are you really trying to communicate an idea?
I mean, it starts out as an idea. My video is a way of working through that idea, or that series of questions I have, and even though I'm doing it in a way that maybe not everyone can understand, I just hope that people can watch my videos and take something away and maybe say, oh, now I see this in a new light.
I'll tell you what would be the perfect locale for you guys to showcase your work is the sort of the avant-garde room in the Tampa Museum of Art.
Yes.
Where they've got like wastebaskets and then windows and rain set up. You guys need to get in there.
Yeah, we just got to talk them into letting us.
That's right.
They know David over there.
Yeah,
We've
right.
got a good connection.
Yeah, you got Andy.
So where else can we find your work except, is it just on your website, or where else are we going to be able to see it?
Well, YouTube and Vimeo, and then also I usually curate shows at multiple times during the year, and also this November and December I'll be running 2 other shows, and our work will be available there.
Is your lovescottdraft.com website, is it up and running?
It's up, but it's just a preview, and it's got links to my Vimeo account and my Tumblr and my YouTube, and it also has like a brief description of my work.
So David, these are just 2 of the featured artists, 20 under
There are
25.
20 in all, yeah. We sort of had my staff sort of reach out and ask around about who were the most promising artists that people know, and these came from 2 different sources. There are ballerinas from the Patel. There's a 14-year-old singer, guitarist, singer-songwriter, a 16-year-old filmmaker. These are some of the older folks right here.
The old guard.
The old guard. But
It was okay for them to miss school today.
Right. CLTampa.com/arts. You can find a page on each one of the artists and links on those pages. In their case, there are links to their work, to the Vimeo page and to your Tumblr page. So please do check them out.
And pick up a free issue of Creative Loafing at a newsstand near you. Thank you very, very much, Adrian and Scott, for being with us today.
Thank you.
Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back, right after this.